Good evening. Please rise for the national anthem performed by the THS Chamber Choir.
Yep.
Good evening. My name is Marie Weisnicker, and I'm the class secretary.
And my name is Joseph Jones, and I'm the class treasurer.
On behalf of the School District of Tomahawk and the class of 2023, I would like to welcome our closest supporters to this commencement. We greatly appreciate each of you and the role you played in our success. Thank you for celebrating this accomplishment with us this evening.
At this time, the senior class would like to acknowledge all the pre-K through grade 12 staff members that had a large impact on our education. When called, we ask that you stand and remain standing. Please don't be shy. Elementary, middle school, high school teachers. Support staff, secretaries, maintenance, kitchen personnel, paraprofessionals, custodians, and bus drivers. Please stand. Administration and school board members, please stand. The class of 2023 would like to express our deepest thanks to you for your support.
Each year, we take a brief moment to share information about the future plans of the graduating class. For the class of 2023, 25% will attend a two-year college, 39% will attend a four-year college, 6% will attend specialty training, 18% will directly join the workforce, 8% are undecided, and at this time, I would ask the 4% of the graduating class that has chosen to serve in the military to please stand and be recognized. Each member of this class has their own unique education and life experiences that have led them to graduation and the development of a post-high school plan. These plans are built on a foundation of knowledge, skills, relationships, and passions. Surely, you will be moving in a variety of different directions. However, you will always remain bound together as hatchets. This common bond has supported you through this phase in your life and will continue to exist in the future, regardless of how distant your time at THS has become. On behalf of the staff and your fellow students, I wish you well and encourage you to live with gratitude, courage, resiliency, and compassion. Congratulations, class of 2023. Please welcome co-valedictorian Drew Albert.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the commencement of the class of 2023. It is an honor to be in the presence of our administrators, staff, teachers, support persons, members of our community, as well as friends and family. I know that some of you traveled far, so thank you for making the trip to celebrate this special moment in all of our lives. This moment is finally here, this moment that was so far from my mind back in elementary and even middle school. When entering our first year of high school, things were unique due to the pandemic, which sent us home towards the end of our freshman year, now staring at screens instead of whiteboards. Our sophomore year improved as we were half in person and half remote. It was so relieving to be back to normal junior year. Then all of a sudden, September of this year came, making me think about the future. Where am I going to go to school after I graduate? In between all of the other things going on in my life, like school, sports, activities, work. Taking a step back and reminiscing, it felt like just a short amount of time to go from being little kids, now growing up to be adults. Many of us even working jobs in between coming to class each day, as well as the number of other things we have going on in our lives. Although the journey was nothing short of tough and difficult, it is something that we should recognize. This is a big milestone in all of our lives because as soon as we walk off this stage and leave here tonight, all of a sudden things change as we are ending a chapter of our lives and beginning a new one. We are no longer leaving our houses to get to school by 8 a.m. and then going to classes all day, waiting for the bell to ring at 3:15 and leaving to head to work or practice, and later finally heading home after a long day. For some of us, going home then meant having 1 or 2 hours of homework, while others left it on their to-do list for tomorrow. Now it's changed. We decide how we want to live our lives. We decide how to play our chips or how to move our pawns. For some of us, we might be heading to college. For others, they may decide to find a career, maybe settle down right here in Tomahawk. And some may not know yet. For those of you who don't know your next step, and even if you do have everything planned out, take a risk and try something new. Embrace change. Change is intimidating. I am intimidated by it, and I'm sure most others are too. That is human nature. We are creatures of habit. We like to get into this trap, this never-ending cycle of always doing the same thing, remaining in our comfort zones. Why? Because it is easy. It is so easy just to do the same things we have done forever. However, for those of us who like to grow and flourish as individuals, when we embrace change and take a risk, a new step in our lives maybe, doors open. I want to encourage all of you to grow as an individual. If we remain constant in a monotonous journey of life with no change, we don't innovate. If no change occurs, we remain the same, we are constant. Hence, why change is so important. Don't take this the wrong way, though. I am not asking you to go out and change the world. Rather, embrace change and take a risk if you are presented with an opportunity. Whether that is asking your boss for more responsibilities, volunteering for a group in need, or learning something new. Step out of your comfort zone and grow as an individual. It is scary, some might say terrifying, but I can assure you the growth you experience will be worth it. THS has taught me many lessons over these past 4 years through the classes I've taken, the people I've met, as well as the things I have participated in. I hope that you can say the same for yourself. I would like to extend a thank you to everyone in my life who made the journey possible and exciting. To my family, friends, peers, colleagues, coaches, employers, and teachers. Thank you to all of you who have helped me along the way. Class of 2023, it has been a great number of years here together. After we leave here today, don't forget your roots. You are not a stranger. Instead, you are always an alum of Tomahawk High School. Over your life, whatever you decide to do or wherever the wind blows you, remember to embrace change and always continue to push yourself forward and grow. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Mesa.
I'm Brennan Steffen.
Brennan and I have been singing together for 7 years, and in that time, we have grown as singers and as friends. Tonight, we are going to be singing a song from the musical Wicked called For Good. When we were in 8th grade, we looked at each other, and we were trying to think of songs we could sing for graduation, and we decided on this song. And it seems like just yesterday that we picked on this song and decided we were going to sing it today. And now it's finally time.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow. If we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I've learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now, whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship rolled from its mooring, like the wind off the sea, like a sea dropped by a skybird halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed. I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for things I've done you'd blame me for. Then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a ship rolled from its moorings, the wind off like a stream that meets the boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed
because I knew you. Because I knew you, I haven't changed for
Please welcome co-valedictorian Kyle Norman.
Welcome faculty, family, and friends to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. When thinking about my speech for tonight, I thought it might be fun to change it up a little. So I'd like you all to sit back and relax as we go to the movies. Well, sort of. Some of you may know that I love to watch movies, and I want to share some of my favorites with you. I think there are plenty of things that each one can teach us. So without further ado, here they are. The first one some of you may have heard of, Saving Private Ryan. It tells the story of a World War II rescue mission for a young American soldier named James Ryan. Ryan had enlisted along with his 3 older brothers when the war began. However, soon after, things took a tragic turn when all 3 of his brothers were killed in action during D-Day. Because of this, a rescue team was formed with its sole mission being to save Private Ryan and bring him home before it was too late. Now you may be thinking, what could a movie like this teach a graduating class like us? Well, to begin with, the war brought a unique and diverse group of people together for one common purpose. Think about us, sitting here tonight, all coming from completely different backgrounds and upbringings. And yet here we are, friends who have accomplished our one mission of earning our high school diplomas, relying on each other along the way to do so. I feel another key takeaway from this movie is about trusting in ourselves when faced with difficult decisions, something we'll experience many times in our life. Just like the men who questioned the purpose of putting one soldier's life above so many others, yet who knew deep down that it was the right thing to do. If we trust in our hearts and we always choose to do the right thing, we will never make a bad decision. The next movie is a more recent one that may be fresh in a lot of your minds. It's Top Gun Maverick. For those who don't know, this one's about a hotshot naval aviator with the call sign Maverick. He is tasked with leading a squadron of fighter pilots through a deadly valley to an enemy target that they must eliminate. Time and time again, this film emphasized the importance of relationships above all else. We see flashbacks to the brotherhood between co-pilots Maverick and Goose, the parental loving relationship that forms between Maverick and Rooster, Goose's son, and the all-trusting bond between pilots that must rely on one another to make it back home. And so, fellow graduates, let the relationships that you have formed with others in this room be something you hold on to for years to come. Choose to make some of our classmates your wingmen for life. The third movie on my list is what some would call a fan favorite. It's a little movie by the name of Forrest Gump. This movie follows the life of a man named Forrest and how he overcomes some of life's greatest challenges. One of the most famous lines from the movie is, "Mom always said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." In the movie, Forrest is born with both mental and physical disabilities. However, he never lets those hold him back from accomplishing anything he sets his mind to. So, class of 2023, we will all face challenges in the years ahead, but we can do anything we want to. Looking out at all of you, there might be someone here who wants to run across America, Serena Ranke. Or maybe rise to the rank of sergeant in the Army, Joey Ryder. Perhaps design something that makes them a multimillionaire, Drew Elbert. And maybe, just maybe, become a captain of a shrimp boat. Michaud, that's got your name written all over it, buddy. Who knows? There might just be someone here who commands the first manned mission to Mars. This next one holds a special place in my heart because, as many of you know, I'm a football player going to play football in college. The Blind Side is based on a true story about a young man named Michael Orr. For those who don't know what blind side means, it is best explained in the beginning of the movie when Sandra Bullock describes it as the left tackle's job, to protect the quarterback from what he can't see coming, to protect his blind side. It is a story about triumph in the face of adversity. You see, Michael is from what some people would call the wrong side of the tracks, who experienced a really rough childhood. However, he is taken in by the wealthy Tui family and starts to play football because of his size and strength. We see, though, that Michael is not an inherently good lineman, as he has no interest in hitting opponents. It takes Mrs. Tui explaining to him that his football team is his family, and that he needs to protect them at all costs before he becomes great. Senior class, find your family, whether that be your loved ones, your team, your coworkers, and be loyal, be protective, be caring towards them. Hopefully, as Michael's did, your journey will also include a little good fortune. My final movie is Castaway, and by now some of you may have recognized that I'm a big Tom Hanks fan. This movie is no exception. Hanks' character before the crash does not have enough time to do everything he wants to in life, but after the crash, he has nothing but time. As time drags on, he even contemplated taking his own life, but he then realizes, I just got to keep breathing, because tomorrow the sun will rise. Who knows what the tide could bring? Seniors, these should be words to live by. No matter what happens in the years ahead, every day is a chance to start fresh, and who knows what the tide will bring. While there are numerous others, the last lesson I'd like to mention from Castaway is one about plans. Hanks planned to be right back. We have plans to enter the workforce, join the military, go to college, but we need to remember that sometimes the universe has other plans, whether those be tremendous adventures or even unforeseen tragedies. Senior class, we have the tools to face either. To conclude, I'd like to say thank you to all the faculty and family members that are here with us today to celebrate this momentous occasion. You've all had such a monumental impact on us. On a personal note, to my parents, you will never know how much you mean to me. Without your support and guidance, I would not be standing here. Thank you, Madre and Padre. To my little bros, I love you guys. Finally, I'd like to take a second and thank my classmates for always being there and always having my back. And I just want all of you to know that this isn't goodbye, but rather I'll see you later, class of 2023. Thank you.
This piece is one of our favorites. It would kind of be a shock if we weren't singing one of our favorites for graduation, wouldn't it? The title is from a quote in Latin in the piece. It translates as, "The sun shines on everything, the sun warms everything, even though it's far away." And this is our song for when we have to say goodbye, and we're not sure when the next time it is we'll be able to say hello again.
Thank you, THS Choir. Please welcome co-valedictorian Gavin Palmer.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here and helping us celebrate the graduating class of 2023. There are so many people here tonight that have helped me over the years, and I want to take a moment to recognize them and express my gratitude. To my family, thank you for always being my biggest supporter and teaching me how to work hard. To all my friends, thank you for creating fun moments throughout high school, whether it was sports-related or just hanging out and having fun. To all my teachers, coaches, and club coordinators, thank you for all of your hard work encouraging me to be the best student athlete I could be and to be proud of the person I am today. Now, when I agreed to do a speech, I was very honored. However, I had no idea what message I wanted to give to my friends or classmates. Then I thought, what would I have told freshman me before coming into freshman year? And I took a few days and really reflected on the time that I've spent here for the past 4 years to come up with an answer. I remember being back in middle school where I was a very focused student that only focused on grades. Throughout those years, I had held a 4.0 GPA all the way until the end of 8th grade, where I had fallen just short in one class. And because of this, my GPA dropped below my goal, and it bugged me for a very long time. At the time, it felt like such a huge deal. This setback kept me motivated throughout high school to put in the extra hours to ensure that I would never have this feeling of falling short again. However, looking back at it now, I realized that this goal, which was still very important, really wasn't the only thing that mattered. So flash forward to a few weeks ago. I remember when Mr. Hughesby had called down Drew, Joanna, and Kyle and I to announce that we were the class of 2023 valedictorians. I had done it. I could finally breathe that sigh of relief. I was also proud. I was proud that I represented my family well, and also glad that I stayed committed to this goal for such a long time. And I wanted to prove to myself that I could keep going no matter how big the bumps in the road were. And while this was exciting, that moment kind of faded into different thoughts. Was it truly worth it? Did I miss out on other things? Did my goal of seeking a 4.0 take away from other once-in-a-lifetime high school experiences? And don't get me wrong, I'm still very proud of reaching my goal and the friendships I've made playing sports and being involved in different clubs. But I truly wondered if I'd found the right balance. Everyone who has ever graduated from high school